In early 2025, rumors began swirling faster than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. America's Got Talent star Jourdan Blue had supposedly vanished after a suspicious plane incident. Fans across the globe were left clutching their phones like detectives, wondering, was it a crash, a getaway, or just the worst PR stunt of the decade? Eyewitnesses claimed they saw smoke dancing above treetops and heard the unsettling silence that follows an engine whimpering into nothing. Others. They recalled hearing a noise so strange it made them spill their iced lattes. While tabloids jumped headfirst into conspiracy soup, no one, not even law enforcement with their polished badges and vague press releases, could confirm what truly happened that frosty morning. Before anyone could unravel the mystery, the internet had already made up 14 versions of the truth, each wilder than the last. But one thing was clear: Jourdan Blue wasn't answering calls, texts, or even cryptic emoji messages anymore. So was this the tragic end of a rising star, or just the very beginning of a saga no one saw coming? Before the world screamed his name in hashtags and fan edits, Jourdan Blue was just a bright-eyed kid with the voice of an angel and the secrets of a mystery novel. Growing up in a town so quiet you could hear a rumor echo twice, Jourdan stood out. Not for mischief, mind you, but for asking questions sharper than a tax auditor and carrying himself like he knew something the rest of us didn't. Teachers called him gifted. Friends said he was bold, sometimes a little too bold, like trying to ride a unicycle on gravel. Yet behind that charisma was a vault of emotion he never quite shared. Even his parents admitted they sometimes felt like Jourdan was miles away, even when sitting right next to them. As fame tiptoed into his life, that sense of distance only grew. Rumors started emerging about a childhood friend who vanished like socks in a laundry cycle. Jourdan never spoke of it, but people noticed he spent more time staring at the sky, as if waiting for something or someone to take him away. In hindsight, these oddities were more than childhood quirks. They were breadcrumbs leading straight into a mystery so tangled it would make a detective cry into their coffee. When Jourdan stepped into the spotlight, the world responded like a cat video had just gone viral. Applause erupted, record deals flooded in, and journalists sharpened their pencils. But behind the curtain, something strange happened. Just before a life-changing performance, witnesses heard him on a tense phone call. Not your usual "where's my smoothie" type of call, this one had the tone of someone reading terms and conditions out loud, backwards. Then came the moment that still gives crew members goosebumps. Jourdan looked over his shoulder like he felt someone watching. And no, it wasn't a clingy fan or a stagehand holding his mic. One staffer swore he saw Jourdan talking to a shadowy figure near the wings, a person no one could later identify. Not a manager, not a backup singer, and definitely not the guy delivering sandwiches. Jourdan's performance was flawless, as usual, but the buzz backstage was louder than the crowd. Who was that person? What was said? And why did Jourdan seem like he was performing under pressure thicker than Grandma's gravy? It wasn't just Jourdan who disappeared. Long before the media storm, his best friend Alex went poof without so much as a BRB. One day they were texting about normal stuff, pizza toppings, music, existential dread, and the next, Alex ghosted harder than your gym buddy after New Year's. No goodbye, no cryptic TikTok post. Nada. Those close to Jourdan said the disappearance hit him like a piano falling from the 5th floor. He wasn't the same. He smiled less, talked less, and stared at walls like they owed him answers. Whispers floated that Alex knew something big, maybe too big. Some said he stumbled onto a part of Jourdan's life the singer wanted buried deeper than Grandma's pickle jar secrets. Others claimed Alex left to protect himself. Either way, this was the first crack in what looked like a perfect life. And when that crack turned into a canyon, there was no turning back. Jourdan's fans noticed something odd. He had a thing for flight. Not the metaphorical kind, like reaching for the stars, but literal maps and airstrips kind. He'd spend hours researching flight paths, studying airfield layouts, and allegedly Googling how to fly under the radar, which is definitely not the kind of hobby you share on a first date. Then came the rural airstrip sighting, a quiet location, dim lighting, and Jourdan seen packing bags like a contestant on The Amazing Race. Minus the cameras, witnesses said he climbed into a small aircraft just before sunrise, the same plane that allegedly vanished into thin air. Did he run away, or was he running toward something darker? Theories flew faster than the plane itself. Was it a stunt, an escape plan, or the opening scene of a Netflix docuseries? When the mainstream news stopped talking, the internet took over, because obviously, Twitter detectives and Reddit theorists never sleep. Within days, message boards exploded with evidence that could make even Sherlock Holmes sigh in disbelief. Someone posted a grainy photo of what they claimed was Jourdan near an airstrip, holding a mysterious duffel bag. Another swore they decoded hidden Morse code messages in one of his old interviews. Spoiler alert, it was just bad microphone feedback. Then came the bombshell, a single anonymous post that simply said Horizon, one word, no context, no emojis, and the world collectively lost it. Was it a code name, a secret project, a new album drop? Fans spun theories ranging from government plots to aliens because on the internet logic is optional. Some even claimed Horizon stood for a private group trying to silence him, while others insisted it was Jourdan's way of signaling he'd escaped. Forums turned into virtual crime scenes, with people zooming in on every pixel of old photos like they were defusing a bomb. Amid the chaos, one thing became crystal clear. Nobody really knew the truth, but that didn't stop millions from pretending they did, all while their coffee went cold and their work emails piled up. Just when you thought things couldn't get stranger, the official police report arrived, and let's just say it read more like a "we tried" kinda note. Authorities stated there was no concrete evidence of a crash, no foul play, and wait for it, no record of any flight under Jourdan Blue's name. That's right, according to the books, the man basically teleported. Fans were not buying it. Local reporters started digging deeper and stumbled upon some eyebrow-raising clues. Fuel purchases at a rural airstrip that didn't match any official flight plans, security footage with convenient gaps longer than a TikTok attention span, and a missing page from the airport's logbook that vanished faster than free samples at Costco. The press tried to get answers, but officials dodged questions like pros. One journalist even joked that calling the investigation thorough was like calling a donut healthy. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder had someone powerful told them to back off. The more the police downplayed it, the more suspicious it all seemed. After all, when the report says case closed and fans say plot thickens, you know we're in for an episode no one can turn off. Then came the plot twist. A witness finally spoke up, under anonymity of course, because that's how you make any mystery 10 times juicier. This person claimed Jourdan had been terrified for weeks before the supposed flight. He'd allegedly mentioned someone powerful trying to silence him, not exactly the kind of bedtime story you share with friends. The witness added that Jourdan had even considered faking his disappearance just to escape the pressure. That's when social media officially broke the panic button. People started rewatching every interview frame by frame, looking for clues. One fan even said, "He blinked twice, that's Morse code for help." Soon after, another source came forward, this time a former member of Jourdan's team who said they'd kept something important hidden all these years. A diary, a recording, a badly drawn treasure map, no one knew. But the mystery deepened, and so did the collective obsession. By this point, it wasn't just fans, psychologists, podcasters, and your nosy neighbor were all offering theories. Some said he ran, some said he was forced. But everyone agreed, something about this story didn't add up, and the truth was slipping through fingers faster than popcorn at a movie night. As the dust settled, self-proclaimed online detectives were piecing things together like a jigsaw puzzle where half the pieces came from another box. Satellite photos surfaced, apparently showing two unmarked vehicles near the rumored runway that night. Investigators dismissed them as coincidences. But let's be real, coincidences in mysteries are about as common as diet plans after Christmas. Meanwhile, amateur sleuths argued over every angle, some claiming Jourdan staged the entire thing to start over, while others believed darker forces were involved. One theory even suggested he'd escaped overseas and was secretly performing under a new name because nothing says low profile like going viral twice. The Horizon clue resurfaced again, with fans turning it into an acronym every 5 minutes. "He's en route in zealous operation now," someone posted. The chaos was so intense that a meme page joked, "Jourdan Blue didn't vanish, he just unsubscribed from reality." The truth, however, still remained locked behind closed doors. But the investigation wasn't over, not yet. Because the final reveal would change how the world saw everything. When all the noise finally quieted, one reality stood tall. Jourdan Blue's story was no ordinary tale of fame and fall. It was a tragic symphony of pressure, privacy, and mystery wrapped in the glitter of stardom. The official reports gave little closure, but one undeniable fact echoed louder than any rumor. Jourdan was loved deeply and widely. Fans around the globe lit candles, shared songs, and flooded timelines with his performances, proving that even in disappearance, his voice still echoed. Whether he left by choice or by circumstance, his legacy became a lesson that behind every spotlight there's a shadow. And sometimes that shadow hides more than we're ready to see. As a reporter, I can tell you, stories like these remind us that fame can lift you up and just as quickly swallow you whole. But Jourdan's laughter, his energy, and yes, even his mysterious horizon left one final message to the world. No matter how dark things seem, someone somewhere is still listening. And maybe, just maybe, one day we'll hear that voice again. Until then, the horizon remains both a mystery and a memory.